Monica Talwar is asking, does childhood traumas impact the person's attitude even if those trauma are not causing much pain? Absolutely, yes, Monica. That's a lovely question. And in fact, I don't know whether you've watched one of my reels that I posted recently last week, and it was about childhood trauma. We all go through the attachments, right? And our adults, the way they have the approach towards the attachments, that there are very few adults in the world, those who have secure attachment, like where they are adults and they are behaving like adults and they are treating the child as a child. But most of the times we learn from our adults that sometimes it feels like, our adults are not really adults. There is an inner child, and the way they behave with us, sometimes it's suppression of our emotions, sometimes they're unleashing their anger and their aggression on us, and sometimes it's the dismissive attitude, it's the disassociation, sometimes it's negating what we feel. And it's not necessarily it has to be a very big trauma like physical or sexual abuse or something, but there is certain sorts of emotional trauma in terms of neglect of emotions or overriding of emotion, or worse is when you're a child, you have to play an adult and make sure that you're a referee in your parents' life. And all of these things are very minuscule, when you grow big. But what happens is, at a childhood, when you do not have the ability, where you are helpless and you're powerless, and these are the people, those whom you depend upon. Now what happens is, for you, they are your God. For you, they are the ultimate people, those who are taking care of you. Now you will go out of the way to make sure that they are happy, they are in control, so that in order for your survival, you're going to make sure that they are okay. So you get into a habit of making people okay so that in order to that you survive. Now we all learn from these two role models in our life, which is our parents, mother and father. Now what you pick up from them shapes a lot of your mental map, and from that mental map you start viewing the world. Your perception filter is developing in between the age of 2 to 8. Now, you may not remember the trauma when you grow up. We have so many memories and we just learn to bury those experiences somewhere underneath, and we go on with our lives. But what happens is, the life that you shapes up for you eventually is shaped up by that particular trauma itself. So if you are not getting your results, if you're putting all your efforts, if you're making sure that you're working on yourself, and if you're not getting the results in your life, my always suggestion is, go back in your childhood and see where is it stuck. And I guarantee you, when you remove that plug, you will see life sorting out, because then your perceptions widen up. You see, through your perceptions, you see the opportunities, right? And for us, there are plenty of opportunities everywhere. But why some people are able to spot those opportunities, why some people have the blinkers to not see them, the reason is the perception. And the perception is developed and is altered. It's proven by science now that our perceptions get altered by the trauma, and not just the childhood trauma, even the adulthood trauma. Like, there's a classic study which was done on the rape victims, where after the incident that happened, in the period of recovery or for a very long time, the reaction to the sudden occurrences, like if suppose they're doing something and suddenly somebody came from behind or somebody came from side, these people have got a knee-jerk reaction of getting scared or jumping out of their skin, because they are going back to that trauma. So it's not just the childhood trauma. Any trauma that you go through, it is called as post-traumatic stress disorder, that continues to have an impact on us. And the more the trauma, it starts reducing the margin of your perception, and smaller the margin of your perception, smaller the vision that you develop a tunnel vision, and because of the tunnel vision, you can only see so much of opportunities, and you're missing out on a lot of stuff because of that. So in short, if I have to answer your question, they do cause a lot of pain in terms of, yes, you may get direct pain of physically or emotionally feeling drained, fatigued, sleepless nights or nightmares. But more than that, I feel that you lose a lot of money and a lot of time because you're not even aware that something behind and something in the past is blocking your future. So yes, all in all, your answer, Monica. Thank you for that lovely question. Let's give Monica a lot of love right now for asking this amazing question. Thank you so much.